Good morning, everyone. Welcome to class 23 and moving charges and magnetism, part 6. In the last class, we have seen some practice questions. I hope you understood the solutions for those practice questions. So, with that hope, I am going to start exercise questions. So, before going to start these exercise questions, go through these equations once. We have already seen these equations, but for reference to do that exercise questions, please go through these equations once. There are altogether 26 equations are there. So please, before going to start these exercise questions, just go through these equations once. Now I am going to start the exercise questions. In that, first one is a circular coil of wire consisting of 100 turns, each of radius 8 centimeters, carries a current of 4 amperes, 0.4 amperes. What is the magnitude of that magnetic field at the center of the coil? So here the question related to magnitude of magnetic field at the center of the coil. So use that equation and try to do before going to see the solution for this question. Second wire, a long straight wire carries a current of 35 amperes. What is the magnitude of magnetic field at the point 20 centimeters from the wire? So here straight current carrying conductor is given and you are asked to find out the magnitude of magnetic field at a distance of 20 centimeters from the conductor. Third one, a long straight wire in the horizontal plane carries a current of 50 amperes in north to south direction. Give the magnitude and direction of magnetic field B at a distance of 2.5 meters east of that wire. So here the current carrying conductor is placed in north to south direction. So east means the point which is perpendicular to this wire. So you have to find out the magnetic field at a distance of 2.5 meters from that wire. So let us see the solutions for these three questions first. So this is the answer for first one. Number of turns are given as 100. Radius of that coil is 8 centimeters. So I am already saying if the unit is given in CGA system, just convert it into MKA system and try to do that solution. Otherwise, you will get whatever the answer you are getting, it will not be a correct one. So the equation for magnetic field at the center of the coil will be mu naught I by 2R, or you can use this equation also, mu naught by 4 pi, it is a constant. So 2 pi N I by R, N is the number of turns and I is the current. So mu naught value is permeability of the free space, whose value is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Tesla per Tesla meter per ampere. So if you use that equation, you will get answer 3.14 into 10 power 4 minus 4 Tesla. Few questions already we practiced in that practice session. Anyhow, these are the exercise questions, so better you can note down the solutions for these questions. This is the answer for second one. Current of 35 amperes is flowing through a wire, and distance from the point where we have to find out the magnetic field is distance is equal to 20 centimeters. Again, we have to convert it into amks unit, whose value is 0.2 meters. So magnitude of the magnetic field is mu naught I by 2 pi r, or mu naught by 4 pi into 2 I by r. Any one equation you can use and you can find out the answer for the magnetic field. So the answer what you are getting here is 3.5 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. This is the answer for third one. Current of 50 amperes is flowing. We have to find the magnetic field at a distance of 2.5 meters away from the east of the wire. So the same formula we have to apply, mu naught by 4 pi into 2 I by r, or mu naught I by 2 pi r. So the answer what you are getting here is 4 into 10 power minus 6 Tesla. So calculating the magnitude we can calculate using the equation, but how to find out the direction of magnetic field? So in order to find out the direction of magnetic field, we have to use the right hand thumb rule. So apply that right hand thumb rule, and if you find out the direction of magnetic field, the direction of magnetic field will be given by that rule here, vertically upwards. The direction of magnetic field will be vertically upwards. More specifically, if you want to specify the direction of that magnetic field, you can specify the direction the direction of magnetic field will be pointing out of the plane of the paper or into the plane of the paper. So here specifically, if you want to specify the direction of magnetic field, the magnetic field direction at east point will be out of the plane of the paper. So if you apply right hand thumb rule, then it will be easy for you to find out the direction. Fourth one, a horizontal overhead power line carries a current of 90 amperes in east to west direction. What is the magnitude and direction of magnetic field due to the current 1.5 meters below the line? Here, this is also already we have seen this question. Anyhow, it is exercise question, so try to do and find out the direction of magnetic field, magnitude and direction of that magnetic field. Fifth one, what is the magnitude of magnetic force per unit length on a wire carrying a current of 8 amperes, making an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla? So you are asked to find force per unit length of a current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla with an angle of 30 degrees. So answer according to that given question. Here length of the conductor is not given, but you are asked to find out the force per unit length. So basing on that, you can calculate the answer for this question. Sixth one, a 3 centimeter wire carrying a current of 10 amperes is placed inside a solenoid perpendicular to its axis. The magnetic field inside the solenoid is given to be 0.27 Tesla. What is the magnetic force acting on the wire? I think this question already we have seen. So anyhow, so try to do and find out the answer for this. Now let us see the answers for these questions. So current flowing through that power line will be 90 amperes. Fourth one solution we are seeing. Point located below the power line at a distance of 1.5 meters. Here the distance given in SI units directly itself, so no need to convert it into any other unit. So we can use the value directly. So magnetic field at that point is given by mu naught I by 2 pi r. So if you simplify that one, you will get the answer 1.2 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. Current is flowing from east to west direction, the point below the power line. So if you apply right hand thumb rule again, the direction of magnetic field, you have to specifically mention whether it is into the plane or out of the plane. So better you can draw the diagram and you can draw the directions diagram and you can find out the direction of magnetic field, whether it is into the plane or out of the plane. So magnetic field at the point south will be out of the plane of the board. So anyhow, the direction of magnetic field will be along this south direction, and at that particular point it is out of the plane of the board. So this is the answer for fifth one. Current of 8 amperes is flowing in a uniform magnetic field of 0.15 Tesla. The wire is making an angle of 30 degrees with the magnetic field. What is the equation for force on current carrying conductor is VIL sin theta. Here you are asked to find force per unit length. So force by length will be BI sin theta. So directly if you substitute those values, you will get 0.6 Newton per meter. The length of the wire placed in the solenoid will be L is equal to 3 centimeters, means 0.03 meters. Current flowing through that wire is 10 amperes. Magnetic field produced by the solenoid will be 0.27 Tesla. So here it is placed perpendicular to the axis of the solenoid. So it will be theta is equal to 90 degrees. So magnetic force produced on the wire is given by F is equal to BIL. So you can apply directly. So it is perpendicular to the axis of the solenoid. So theta will be 90. So the answer what you are getting will be 8.1 into 10 power minus 2 Newton. So the direction of force acting on the conductor we can calculate by using this Fleming's left hand rule. Seventh one, two long and parallel straight wires A and B carrying a current of 8 amperes and 5 amperes in the same direction separated by a distance of 4 centimeters. Estimate the force on a 10 centimeter section of wire A. So here we have to apply the equation force between two straight parallel current carrying conductors. Second one, eighth one, a closely wound solenoid of 80 centimeters long has 5 layers of windings, each of 400 turns. The diameter of the solenoid is 1.8 centimeters. If the current carried is 8 amperes, estimate the magnitude of magnetic field inside the solenoid near its center. So it's a direct question. So try to do 5 layers of winding, each of 400 turns. So you have to find out a total number of turns along with the number of turns per unit length. Each each layer is having a 400 turns and there are 5 layers. So total how many turns means it will be 400 into 5. So 2000 turns. The solenoid will have 2000 turns and length of the solenoid will be 80 centimeters. So you can find n value, number of turns per unit length, and you can solve this equation. And ninth one, a square coil of side 10 centimeters consisting of 20 turns carries a current of 12 amperes. The coil is suspended vertically and the normal of the plane of the coil makes an angle of 30 degrees with the direction of uniform horizontal magnetic field of 0.8 Tesla. What is the magnitude of torque experienced by that coil? Here if you observe clearly, the normal to the plane of the coil making an angle of 30 degrees. Here axis of the coil is not given, normal to the plane of the coil is given. So basing on that we have to determine the angle made by the axis of that coil. Then only we can use BIAN sin theta. Torque acting on the coil will be BIAN sin theta. So let us see let us see the solutions for this. So current carrying in the first wire is 8 amperes and second wire is 5 amperes. Distance between the two wires is 4 centimeters, which is 0.04 meter. Length, where we have to find out that magnetic field or force will be L is equal to 10 centimeters, which is 0.1 meter. So here it is indicated with B, it is not a B. We are calculating force. Force is given by mu naught by 4 pi into mu naught by 4 pi into 2 I1 I2 L by R, or mu naught I1 I2 L by 2 pi R. So it is a direct question. You can apply that equation and you will get the answer for this force acting will be 2 into 10 power minus 5 Newton. The magnitude of force is 2 into 10 power minus 5 Newton, and here the current is flowing in same direction for both the wires. So the force will be attractive. Nature of the force will be attractive. If the current flowing in opposite direction, the nature of the force will be repulsive. I already given the explanation for this. So at the middle of the two wires, the force will be the force acting will be equal and opposite. So it will be an attractive force. So eighth one, length of the solenoid is given 80 centimeters, so 0.8 meters. 5 layers, each of 400 turns. So total number of turns will be 2000. Diameter of the solenoid is given 1.8 centimeters. So 0.018 meters. Current carried in the solenoid will be 8 amperes. So here we can use the equation B is equal to mu naught N I by L, or we can use mu naught N I, small n into I. So any one equation you can use and you will get the answer 2.512 into 10 power minus 2 Tesla. So this is the equation for this is the answer for magnetic field at the center of the solenoid. So here length of the side of square is 10 centimeters, 0.1 meter. Current flowing through that coil is 12 amperes. Number of turns in the coil is 20. So angle value is 30 degrees. So in order to calculate the torque acting on this, tau is equal to BIAN sin theta. So apply that equation, then you will get the torque value as 0.96 Newton meter. So to get clarity about this numerical, go through that next slide once. So this is the normal of that coil making an angle theta with the magnetic field. So the torque acting on the coil will be tau is equal to BIAN sin theta. This is the equation you have to apply to get that solution. 10th one, two moving coil two moving coil meters M1 and M2 has the following particulars. Radius of the resistance of the first coil is 10 ohms, number of turns 30, area of the coil is 3.6 into 10 power minus 3 meter square, magnetic field generated by that coil is 0.25 Tesla. Similarly, these are the parameters for second one. 14 ohms, number of turns 42, area will be 1.2 into 10 power minus 3 meter square, and magnetic field generated is 0.5 Tesla. So the spring constants are identical for the 2 meters, and you are asked to find out the current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity, ratio of current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity of M2 and M1. So current sensitivity of M2 by current sensitivity of M1. Similarly, voltage sensitivity of M2 by voltage sensitivity of M1 we have to calculate. So let us see the solution once here. So these are the particulars given for this numerical for M1 and as well as for M2. So current sensitivity is given by M1 is NBA by K1, N1B1A1 by K1. So current sensitivity of M2 is N2B2A2 by K2. So ratio of current sensitivity of 2 by current sensitivity of 1 is given by this equation. Here K1 and K2 both are same because spring constants of both the coils are given same value. So you can neglect that one, and remaining parameters if you substitute and if you simplify you will get the answer 1.4. So the current sensitivity of second to the first coil will be 1.4 is to 1. Similarly, voltage sensitivity of M2 NBA by K into R, NBA by K into R. So if you substitute that values given here, you will get S2 by Vs2 by Vs1 is equal to N2B2A2 K1 R1 by K2 R2 into N1 B1 A1. So here K1 and K2 both are same. If you substitute the remaining parameters, you will get 1. So the ratio of voltage sensitivity of second coil to the current voltage sensitivity of the first coil will be 1 is to 1. So this is the important numerical relating to additional exercise. I thought you can do this one, so that's why I am giving here. So two concentric circular coils X and Y of radius values 16 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively lies in the same vertical plane containing the north to south direction. Both are lying in the vertical plane directed from north to south. Coil X has 20 turns, carries a current of 16 amperes, and coil Y has 25 turns, carries a current of 18 amperes. The sense of current in X is in anti-clockwise direction and clockwise direction in Y. For the observer looking at the coils facing west, give the magnitude and direction of this is the clockwise and anti-clockwise for an observer who is seeing this face of these coils by facing west. So give the magnitude and direction of the net magnetic field due to the coils at their centers. Altogether here we have to consider the magnetic field at the center of the coils. So that is the equation we have to apply, and additional to this we have to find out the direction of magnetic field produced by X and Y basing on the direction of clockwise and anti-clockwise movement of the currents. So let us see the solution for this. As usual, we can calculate the magnitude of magnetic field at the center using this mu naught Ni by 2R for both the values, for both the coils. So after calculating the magnetic field values for coil X and Y, we have to find out the direction of magnetic field generated by this B1 and B2. So here it is given in the numerical, just go through this numerical once. So the two concentric circular coils X and Y lies in the same vertical plane containing the north to south direction. Here the plane of the coils lying along this north to south direction. If you assume the plane of the coils lying in the north to south direction, then obviously by applying right hand thumb rule, the magnetic field generated by these coils will be either towards east or west depending on the clockwise or anti-clockwise movement of the current in the coil. So here one important point I am saying, assume that the plane of the coils should lie along this north to south direction. then only you can get the magnetic field direction either east or west. So apply this concept, then you will get the magnetic field for this first coil is towards east, and magnetic field generated by the second coil is towards west. So both the magnetic field values are in opposite direction, so we have to find out the net magnetic field, which can be the difference in the magnetic field values of x and y. So if you calculate the difference between the magnetic field values, you will get 1.57 to 10 power minus 3 Tesla towards west. Which magnetic field is having higher value, the resultant magnetic field will be directed in that direction. So here B2 second coil will generate more magnetic field which is towards west. So the resultant magnetic field will be towards west direction. With this, the exercise questions for this moving charges and magnetism are over. So altogether we completed 4 units: electrostatics, electrostatic fields and charges. Second one, electrostatic potential and capacitance. Third one, current electricity. And fourth one, moving charges and magnetism. Thank you.